All right, I'm on, I guess. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Foster, and I work for Fontaine Family, the real estate leader. I serve the Auburn, Lewiston, and Saco Biddeford markets, and I can see some of my compadres on the call today: Crystal and Angie and Melissa and Leanne. Thanks for supporting me in this. I don't do video for a living, or I shouldn't say I don't do it for pay. I use it to help support my real estate business, and I found it to be very successful for me. So I had done a seminar like this down in the Saco Biddeford market with the Chamber of Commerce down there. We're members also down there, and it was very well received, and there was some good follow up after that. So I offered it to the Lewiston Auburn folks, and they said yes, let's do that. So that's why I'm here. Um, the the offer I'd like to make of you guys as businesses is if you'd like to have a video done of your business, I can do that for you. It's free of charge. I do a lot of videos of local businesses to get my name out there, but it's about the businesses. So if you've ever seen my YouTube channel, um, and I'll show you kind of the page here, you'll notice that there's a lot of businesses on there. Let's go here. So I'll go to videos, and you'll see. So here's KP's Place on Center Street. Time and Tide Coffee. I did a thing with the Saco Biddeford Fire Department talking about tips in the winter. E3 Solar talking about community solar and how to sign up to get energy. Here's WIGY right up on Center Street. I did an interview with Mark there, and here's some music playing that my band does at Baxter, where we're actually playing next Wednesday. So be there or be square. So anyway, I do a lot of different things, and then of course I do listing videos for my listings so that I can get those listings out there. So what I want to do today is, first of all, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. Hold off if you want, and then at the end, I'm going to give plenty of time. We have an hour here, I think. I'm going to try to be done by 8:30 so that we can get right to questions. What I found from the other seminars that I've done, I did a couple at Fontaine also, is that there are a lot of questions after this. So I want to make sure that everybody can get the questions answered. So basically, a couple of years ago, 2019, I got a call from my boss. I was selling printing to hospitals, banks, large companies, and doing it very successfully. My business was still going well, but because of the changes with the computers and the replacement of forms that you would normally use, multi-part forms, to do your business, you didn't need me anymore. So I was told that we were all set. They were all set with me, and so at 57 years, almost 58 years of age, I had to see what I was going to do next. Through a series of events, I was drawn into the real estate industry, and it's been awesome. It fit right with all the business experience that I had built up through my years in business. I did a lot of restaurants in my past, bartending, managing. I did a lot of customer service work. Also, I do some performance stuff. I've been in plays. I'm in a band. I perform. So that part of doing video wasn't hard either, and it all kind of came together in this real estate world. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened to me, and then if you guys want more information, obviously ask me. But I'm not here to sell anything. I'm just here to tell you how I got involved in video and why. So first of all, the 86% of people want to see a video before they buy. So I don't know if you have done this, but when I go to Amazon and I want to buy something, I just bought some new wireless microphones because one of mine stopped working. I went right in, and there's a video on a lot of these sales things on Amazon and other um, sales type websites. I click the video to watch them use it and see how it works and what the features are and things like that. I do that now as a matter of course, and so do a lot of other people. COVID brought about people sitting down and watching video. So the fact of the matter is that if you're not doing video at this point, you're missing out on getting the word out about you and your business. 60% of businesses utilize video marketing. That's a stat I saw online, but I'm not sure how many actually do use video. Some are starting now, and some are looking to start, but they're not really using a lot of that. Where are you? What are you doing for a video? Where are you posting it? What is your expectation from that video? These are things that people think about, and a lot of times it stops them from moving forward. What I hear in the industry a lot, especially real estate, is that you need to do video. So when I was sitting there working on my license back at the end of 2019, I kept going on blogs and listening to people talk about why they use video. People like Tom Ferry, who's a very well-known, internationally known real estate coach. He said you got to use video. Tim Smith is a realtor in California. He's got an amazing page of really funny videos for listings. So instead of just throwing something up there, he's putting a story to these things and getting a lot of activity because of that. So I looked at them as my mentors, and then I figured, well, how am I going to learn how to do video, right? So I went to Google, and this is, if you don't learn anything else today, learn this. If you have a question in your head, if you're wondering how to do something or whatever, go to Google right away and type that question in there. Just use as few words as possible. I guarantee you someone's already done it. So the last time that I had an original thought was, I believe, in 1996, when I thought I had invented Wi-Fi radio. And then I realized someone had already done it. And that was the last time I decided I should have think I had an original thought. So when I think of something like, how do I fake drone? How do I make something look smoother? How do I get rid of windows in the background that look blown out and bright? I type it into Google, and up pops all these YouTube videos of people who've already figured this out. And I watched and I watched and I watched. So that's what I would recommend you do. Watch over your breakfast, over your dinner, whatever. Subscribe and follow people that you see that are doing things that look cool. Subscribe to their channels so that you can see what they do next, and you can be reminded of what they're doing. Copy what they do. Nobody cares. There's not enough people out there doing this that you're going to affect their business. So the person that I copy the most is in California, has no idea who I am. And I don't really care, because I'm just getting some things from that person. And I'm sure that if they saw what I was doing, would be, happy that that they were helping me. Share with your staff. This is really important in small businesses. So you have people in your business that are good at doing video, that are on TikTok, that are on Instagram doing reels and YouTube shorts, maybe silly dances and things like that with their friends. They know how to do it. So look at those people, find those people in your staff, and ask them if they can help you with this process. As a boss, you don't need to learn it all. You just need to find out who knows it and then ask them to help you out. So another thing that I would recommend. So that's kind of how I got started in doing video. Picking the phone up, sticking it in front of my face, and hitting the live button was really hard at first, because I don't have the best teeth, and sometimes my eyes squint and I don't smile as much as I want to. And I had a lot of good reasons not to hit the button, but I hit the button anyway. And my first video was done in with the falls, right over the bridge here between Auburn and Lewiston, the falls, right by the hotel. And I had some notes, and I had a note card put on top of my phone, and it said, here's the report for 2019 real estate. I know nothing about this stuff, right? But I know how to read. So I put a couple of notes up there about the stats, how much the growth was and all that. And then I got out there and I introduced myself, and I said, I'm a realtor, and here are some of the stats from 2019. And that's where it started. And from there, I got better. It got easier. I got more equipment, and it turned into something that's become really fun for me to do. And so over the course of the past 2 years, and so it's been a little over 2 years, I now have over 200 videos on my YouTube channel. This is some of the videos that I have on there. Do you sell in winter and fall? What's the good thing to do for that? Flaherty's Farm down in Scarborough. art exhibits in Biddeford at UNE. Jimbo Marston's summer block party. I did something on those guys. So it gets me out there, but it also provides a service for the local businesses. And I was telling Katie earlier that usually when I go into the businesses, I ask them if they're members of the Chamber of Commerce. And if they're not, tell them that they might want to consider doing that. It's not a lot of money per year to join. And there are a lot of benefits to doing that. So I want to go through. Does anyone have any questions right now on that? Just unmute, speak up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up. I'm going to turn my, there we go, so you can still see me and hopefully hear me. I want to go through some of the equipment that I got because I didn't have any money when I started in real estate. I mean, I had some money in savings, but I didn't want to spend it on stuff I didn't really know about. So I started with my phone and a selfie stick. I didn't bring my selfie stick with me here, but everybody probably knows what that is. It clips onto the phone and you hold it, and it gets the phone away from you so you can get some distance between you. That's helpful if you're talking to somebody else. You can get both of you in the frame. So that's what I started with, a selfie stick, a phone, note cards. I would research whatever I wanted to talk about, and then I would do the video. And then I learned how to do some editing, and I'll show you that towards the end. Right on the phone, I used iMovie on my iPhone, and I bring the video in, and I clip the ends off where I started and I stopped, and I learned how to cut it in the middle so I could get rid of things that I said that I didn't want in there. I learned how to overlay photos or video of where I was. So I would go in and I would do a quick video with somebody, and then I would take what's called B-roll, maybe panning their area of their business or their sign or something like that, and I would overlay that over the mistakes I made in my video that I cut out, and you'd never know that there were mistakes. It just smoothly ran from me talking to somebody to a photo to a video back to us talking and then to an ending. Okay, so the phone. Then I thought I needed to get a way of getting better audio because of the two parts of a video and audio. The audio is more important than the video. You'd think it's the other way around, but it's not. People don't want to watch a video, no matter how good it looks, if they hear wind blowing and it's like, and we've all heard that with people doing videos. We've all heard that kind of sound. It's not fun to listen to, and they just will stop and they'll scroll to the next video. So having good audio is very important. If it's windy outside and you're interviewing somebody or you're talking about something about your business, do it inside so you don't have that wind going. So this is a part of a wireless microphone system. This little cable here I bought so I could plug it into my phone. This is a receiver. Click it on, light goes on, and it receives from a wireless microphone. So these you put down into your shirt and you stuff all the wire down, and then you click it on your collar like here, and then you talk. Now what this does is it gets you audio close to you but not away from you. So if it is windy, it's better. It doesn't sound as windy. Certainly if you're inside, it sounds much, much better than it would if you were going off of the phone microphone, because if you're using a selfie stick and the phone microphone's far away from you, it's going to sound echoey. If you listen to my voice as I move backwards in my room here, you can hear the volume goes down, and it also probably sounds more echoey than it does when I'm up close to a microphone. So just be aware of audio. It's very important. Then I wanted to get some transitions for listings. So I don't have a drone. Actually, I do have a drone. I just bought one, but I don't have my license yet. I'm working on that. You need to have a commercial license to fly a drone to use it for any kind of money-making things like real estate or YouTube videos or whatever. So I'm working on that. But what I did was I saw a video on Google about how to do a fake drone. This is a flagpole that I don't use anymore. I've got another flagpole for my flag out front. This is a clip, and it holds a phone. So the phone clicks in here, and it goes on the clip. The clip goes on the pole, and now I have my phone on a 5-foot pole. So what can I do with that? What I learned is if you hold the pole up in the air next to a tree and you come around the tree with your subject in the background, it gives you a dramatic effect, like a drama movie or something like that. And if you watch the listing videos that I do on my YouTube channel, you'll see that kind of effect going through. What it looks like is, it looks like I have a drone. Not trying to fake anybody out, but I just couldn't afford a drone at the time. But I could afford a flagpole that I already had, and I think this clip was $25. So little by little, I increased the type of equipment that I was using to put me in a position to make my videos what I thought was better and better as I went along. The microphones I just ordered, they're two lavalier microphones. They cost $350 for the set. These microphones that I ordered a year ago cost $100, and I bought them with my points on my Chase credit card. Right? So I'm spending more because my business has increased, and I believe it's because of the work that I've done in bringing value to my clients and being a great realtor, but also in the ability to get their listings out to the public. So that's some of the video equipment that I use. A gimbal, one more thing. This is called a gimbal. And what this does is it allows you, this has a tripod bottom so you can stand it up, or you can use it to hold it if you want to steady it. And what it does, this one actually has a magnet on the back, and my phone has a magnet on the back. Whoop, there you go. And I click the two together, and it's got a little key, so it does it, puts it together where it should be. And then when I turn it on, you'll see I gotta adjust it, I think. I was out doing a video. There we go. See how it goes up? And if I click it, it'll turn itself to go landscape, portrait. So what this does is, as I move around, it keeps the phone steady, so it doesn't jitter, and it gives you some really nice smooth shots. So I use this in my listing videos. When I walk around a house, I bring the phone in, I bring the phone out. If you want to know how to do transitions for a video to make your videos better, go online and Google iPhone video transitions. So there's no reason not to go out and buy a really nice camera and a really nice gimbal and do all this work. But if you want to get going in video, you probably have what you need to do right away to get started. Okay, so that's the equipment. Editing. I want to show you just an example of something that happened recently. When they talk about doing your videos, they talk about the 3-second rule, which means that you should have 3 seconds. The first 3 seconds of the video should be something that grabs the attention of the person who is watching it. So I'm going to play a video right now, just a real quick intro. Got to wait for the... All right, so this is a listing that we just put on last week. Hold on.
High above the blueberry fields of Turner, Maine, the Princess Strawberry is being held captive.
Wow, couldn't get it to pause. Sorry about that. Hopefully you could see that it wasn't too jittery on your end. But that intro, I'll play it just real quick again. Some snow and then the castle in the background, right? That's the first 4 seconds right there. Well, I had this thing on Google and under advertising, and I had about 450 views, which is pretty good. But then I remembered the 3-second rule. So in the middle of this video is a fight scene right here.
Hey, look at the view.
Where?
Okay. So what did I do? I took that, I cut that out, I just clipped it, and I pasted it. This is another version of the same video, but with this as the very beginning of the video.
Hey, look at the view.
Where?
Okay, see the difference? So the first 3 seconds was sort of a, wow, I wonder what this is about. And I'm going to show you a chart here. So this is the day that I did this change, and this is what happened. So the views went up substantially. and there are 4,700 views on it now, or 4,700 impressions. I think there are, yeah, 4,700 views. So what did I do? I just made a little change to the same video, and I was able to garner a lot more views on this. So there are things that you can learn as you go along that are going to be helpful in doing this. Now, the last thing I want to show you real quick, and it's about 8:25, so I got about 5 minutes. I got plenty of time to show you more stuff, but I thought we might have some questions from people too. So I'm opening up iMovie on my computer, and I'll share it once it's open. Does anybody have any questions while I'm opening this up?
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Crystal.
When you do a video, do you post it on all your social media platforms?
Yeah, that's a great question. I do. When I do a video, like something in the community, I will do it and then I will post it and I will set it as a timer, usually Thursday mornings at 9:30. So I do it on my Facebook business page and I set it to go on at 9:30 on Thursdays through Facebook. Then I post it on my YouTube page. I copy and paste my comments so I don't have to do it twice. And I set that to go on at 9:30 on Thursday also. Then when I see it come on, my phone tells me it's come on to Facebook. I then share it to my personal Facebook page so that all those people on that page will see it. And then I also have saved it to my phone. So then I post it to my Instagram page from my phone. And I also post it to LinkedIn on my phone.
Awesome.
Yep. And then sometimes I'll cut parts of it out and I'll put it on TikTok, some things on TikTok. That's something that I want to get going on, but I just haven't had the time to do. But there's a lot of content, as you can see on my channels, that I could be using on TikTok. I just don't have the time right now to do it, unfortunately. So let's see if this got opened here. If my iMovie was open. Okay, good. So actually this is the, yeah. So this is a example of that video I just did. Here's the beginning that I recut. So what I did was I opened my iMovie, which is a program on Mac, but you can find the same types of programs on Android or a PC. Just Google it, they're there. Some of them are free also. And I cut this out right here. See the scene right here? So I just cut it here and I cut it here by hitting Control X for cut. I copied it and I pasted it here. That's all I did. And so it changed this.
Where?
Oh, are you guys seeing this? I don't think you're seeing this, are you?
We can see it.
You can see the iMovie?
No.
Oh, no. I see the YouTube
Yeah, that's what
video.
I'm sorry. Okay, now you can see it?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I should have shared. So what I was saying was in the movie itself, towards the end is where the scene is, where they're sword fighting and she bops me on the head. I cut that piece. I copied it. I moved back into my timeline.
Hey, look at the view.
I put it here. I hit Control V and I pasted it in there. So you can see that I pasted it twice now. I'm going to hit Control Z so I don't mess this up. But I pasted that in there. So instead of it starting like this, it starts like this.
Hey, look at the view.
Where?
Which made a total difference in the amount of views that I got on this thing, and both here and on YouTube. My YouTube channel, I don't use it much as a to draw people to it. It's not like that. It's almost like a holding place for my videos. But my videos, some of the views are only 3 or 4 or 5 views, right? But if you go on Facebook, you'll see that there are many, many hundreds of views on the videos, right? But right here, these are my most popular ones. So this one right here, I did it a year and a half ago, I think, or a year ago, for a listing down in Saco on the beach. These are friends of mine who, whoops, you can't see that, can you? I keep forgetting. I need to screen share, new share. Here we go. Okay, now you should see it. So this was a video that I did, and it was a guy working at the beach, and then his wife or spouse or whatever, he's looking out at her, she's looking up at him. This I used my fake drone on. See my fake drone? It's me with a stick. And that's my friend Julie. So this one had 1,200 views and was the most popular one for the 2021. This one right here is at 3,300 views on YouTube. And it's at 4,500 on Google. This one went past this one in a day, just because I made that one change at the beginning of that. So, you know, I'm still learning. We're all still learning how to do video, but it's not that hard. You put the button on, you say something into it, you do a little bit of editing, which you can learn about on Google, to make it look a little nicer, and then you put it on your channels. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you just go to YouTube and click on make a channel or something like that. Okay, so that's a little bit about editing. So once I've done, I can add my music. So here's my music down here. I bought $150 a year I spent to buy what's called
switch screens again, Dave.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Aaron. I should just share my desktop. I bought a thing that has not only audio tracks but also sound effects. So that's where I got those sword fight sound effects. So that's what these are right here, if you can see that. So when I'm here,
You'll never save the princess.
so I had to line those sound effects up to match the hits. Those were plastic swords. They
Yeah,
were making a little thud sound.
where did you buy the sound effects?
So there's a site called Epidemic Sound, and Epidemic Sound. And it would cost me $150. Now, what I did before this, before I spent this money, was I used the audio that comes with iMovie. So you can get free audio. In fact, you can get free audio from your YouTube channel. But this audio is better. These sounds are better. So say I wanted something like here, I wanted to have, I think I did fair, right? So a fair. And I came up with, you know, spring fair. So I click on it and it starts to play. I know you can't see this. There we go. Nope, I don't like that one. So I clicked on fair fight. What's this one sound like? That one's kind of nice. I wanted something upbeat, right? So the bottom line is that when I didn't spend this money at first because I didn't have the money at first. Now that I've gotten going in real estate and I'm making money, now I have more money, and I don't want to overspend, but I definitely know that there's enhancements to what I'm doing without going crazy. Because my goal was not to become a videographer, it's to become a really good real estate agent. And I knew that video could help me out. There's my drone right there. Can you guys see my Facebook page right now?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I just shared my screen, so I should be able to go back and forth now. So that's the editing, and then distribution. Crystal, thanks for asking. That was next on my list. For where do I put my videos? How do I do this? Well, I already have a Facebook page, so now all I need to do is create a YouTube page and an Instagram page, and go one by one, go little by little, do something. That's the key that was good for me, is I did something rather than worried about what I wasn't doing, or worried about what my hair looked like, or my teeth, or my, you know, my voice or whatever. And I made a commitment to myself last year to do 2 videos a week. Didn't matter what they were. I just needed to do 2, and I was able to do that right up to the first week of December, and I just lost my mojo. My steam ran out, and that's okay. I'll admit that. But up until that point, I was able to do that. I'm going to go back to my channel here. And so next thing you knew, after 2 years, I had over 200 videos on here. And from a sales perspective, so if I'm sitting with somebody talking about listings, and I want them to use me as a realtor, I can go into my YouTube channel now on my phone, and I can scroll, and I can show them all of these videos, and I can show them samples of listing videos that I've done and why they're different. And I can show them you know, the demographics on my Facebook page and how many things got shared, how many times. And next thing you know, the other person that I might be competing with may not have as much value as I do. So was it worth it? Oh yeah. Was it worth it to the United Way to get on us and talk about what they're doing in the community? I hope so. Was it worth it to Safe Haven, you know, Humane Society in Wells? My wife was in, this is a good thing to remember. Where do I do videos? When do I do them? Just get up and do them. So my wife, we were down in Wells to see my friend play guitar, and we had brunch, and she wanted to go to this Humane Society. And so we went in, and I was bored, and I was sitting outside. All right, I muted that. So I went in and said, you know what, I'm going to do a video. So I asked the owner, can I do a video? Look, I wasn't shaved. I was like, but I didn't care because people don't really care about that. They just want to see something on video that's cool. So this woman was great. She was holding her cat. We made jokes about cats and dogs. This is called B-roll. So I got this other footage of the place and I overlaid it over where we made mistakes, and I had to stop and start and cut out part of the video. It's too dark, it's blurry, it doesn't matter because people like the video. The audio was good.
On Saturdays from 12 to 3, all the donations that we receive, we sort through, we price them, and 1,000 square feet of shop, 200-year-old barn.
Wow.
And the girls here are Pammy and
Yeah, wait. What happens with the money that comes in?
Okay, so the money goes to all the kitties that we rescue.
So no dogs?
No,
Oh, I may have to stop this video then.
We love them.
So, you know, it's just a guy going into a place and asking what's going on at that place. And next thing you know, there's a lot of them up there, and the people like them, and they share them on their social media. I put them on Facebook and I tag their business. Let's see if I can find one here. You see, it's been a week since I did one. I actually have an appointment next week to do one. Here's the one I did at Sea Salt in Saco last week. Fun day in Saco, Maine today. Got a chance to speak with Alan. And I tagged Saco, Maine. I tagged Sea Salt Lobster Restaurant. And these places see this. Everybody who's on their pages can see this stuff. What they're seeing is Sea Salt Restaurant, right? But they're also seeing the Fontaine logo. They're also seeing my tag at the end with my information. So I'm not telling them to reach out to me and hire me. I'm telling them if they have any questions, you know, I'm making it easy for them to find me, basically. So with that, I don't think I have anything else. So if you guys have any questions, then I'd be glad to answer them. Go back on any of this stuff to show you more if it makes sense. I'm going to put the gallery back on here. No questions. Even Brenda? Brenda, how's the weather? I don't even know if that's her. It might be one of the computers. So Katie, it sounds like, I'm not sure if Katie's still here. It looks like Katie's not still here. So we're on our own. We're rogue here. So Cindy,
Hi,
did you have any?
Dave.
Oh, hi, Brenda.
No, it's been great. Great job.
Thanks. Yeah, so if you guys don't have any other questions, I'll just end the meeting. She did give me the co-host so I can end the meeting now.
So,
Go ahead,
hi,
Cindy.
I'm
Hi.
Cindy from Cindy's Dockside in Poland Spring Resort.
Hi.
I think that what you're doing is amazing because you're absolutely right. I tend to click on videos where I might not click on something else. And I like what you're doing. I think that's great. You know, I've never done this, but when you were on pause and doing other things, I went to Amazon. I bought the stabilizer and I bought a microphone.
Nice. That's the way to do it, Cindy. So Cindy, here's what I'll do for you because I love your place up there. We'll talk after the meeting here, and I'll come up and we'll do a quick video about Poland Spring Resort, and then you can watch how I do it, and then you can see. So when you want to do it, or you can even try practice on me.
Yeah,
How's that
okay.
sound?
Awesome.
Okay, good. Yeah, good for you for jumping on it though. If you get the wrong stuff, just get new stuff. That's all, you know?
Well, I just, you know, I take pictures of house guests all the time,
There
and,
you go.
but I've never taken video of guests and people
Yeah.
having fun. And I think it would, you know, especially Thursday night trivia at Dockside or something like that would be fun to encourage people to try us out.
Yep. And the key, I think, Cindy, from what I hear from all of the mentors I have online and people that I talk to, is that you don't want to make it about selling. You just want to make it about the fun that people are having, and then all the other people are going to want to. So this is one I did at the Red Barn up in Augusta. You've probably been to the
I've
Red
been
Barn.
there.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I did another one here with somebody else. That was similar to where you're at, but you know, these types of things, people love it and they share it, and the business owners share it, and it gets everybody, you know, going. And sometimes people don't even know if places are open. You know, with COVID, you don't know if they're open. Are they accepted? Do they have tables open? Those are really important things that we talk about in these 2-minute videos. And these are all 2 minutes, maybe 2
Yeah,
minutes.
that's what was what my question, because I've heard they should be 3 minutes, which sounds like an awful lot.
It is, yeah. People view things, first they see it. If it doesn't grab them, then they might scroll. If it does grab them and they keep going and the audio stinks, then they'll scroll, right? If they then see the audio is okay and they look at the time left and it's 3 minutes or 4 minutes, or then they leave. So I've had good luck with the 2-minute ones.
Yeah.
I get a lot of comments offline, people that I see in the community. I've gotten listings from people that just call me and they say, you know, love your videos. We're thinking about selling. You know, that's what you want. Hey, I didn't realize you guys were doing trivia on Tuesdays. We're coming down on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know, and someone else sees that and they're like, oh, if they're doing it, we're doing it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Great questions. Good for you. So I'll get you offline. I don't know if I have your email address, but if you want to email me.
It's really easy. It's Cindy, CYNDI.
Yep.
At PolandSpringResort.com.
That is easy.
Yeah. The only hard part is remembering that I've got a Y instead of an I. So
no, the only hard part for me is remembering anything.
Okay.
Oh my God, you get old and geez, everything goes.
Isn't it fun?
So what else? Any of you guys, Leanne, Aaron? You gonna try it?
No, I don't have any questions, but yeah, thank you very much. A lot of good information.
Yeah, get on it. All right, good. All right, so if there aren't any other questions, I will end the meeting, and thanks, you guys.
Great job, Dave. That was excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
I just
Thank
got to
you,
figure out
Dave.
how to end the thing.
I've got it, Dave.
Stop. Oh, you're there. Oh, you're there, Katie. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize you were
It's
still there.
okay. You were talking, so this is your show. It's not mine.
Great. Well, thanks again for letting me do this. It was awesome.
Absolutely. We'll definitely have to do this again. I think this was great information and great content, and I think more people should definitely see this for sure. Yeah.
Good. Well, it's recorded, so that's good.
That's true.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.